and I exchange them for this one basket of superior quality dates. Bilal, said the Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam, that is the essence of riba. Huh? Now this is terrible. Because you know about riba. The very last revelation that came down, the Quran, was one in which Allah and His Messenger declared war for the eradication of riba. War. Riba is so bad that the Messenger of Allah said, I quoted this hadith one day in an Eid khutbah. When I was finished, about 10,000 people present, they said, spoil we eat, man. What was the hadith? The Prophet said that riba is comprised of 70 different parts. The smallest is equivalent to a man marrying his own mother. So they say, I'll spoil the Eid. Shouldn't quote that hadith. Riba is so bad. Bilal, this is the essence of riba. Bilal, what you should have done was to sell the two baskets. Maybe they were worth $50 each. And when you sell the two, you get $100. And you take that money and buy the one basket. Maybe the one basket worth $100, the superior quality. So in value, they were the same. Two baskets to one basket, the value was the same. But a direct exchange of two baskets of dates for one basket was haram, was riba. Why? When Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he exchanged 4 camels for one. Maybe the one was a female camel and the 4 were male camels. And one female was worth 4 males. But it was a direct exchange. It was not haram, it was not riba. And Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he exchanged 20 camels for one. That was not haram, that was not riba. Maybe the 20 were baby camels. And the one was a pregnant female camel. Well, why is it that an unequal exchange of camels was not haram, not riba, but an unequal exchange of dates was haram, was riba? 100 years ago, even children of the world of Islam could have answered that question. 100 years ago. After 100 years, our ignorance is so pathetic. The brainwashing is so great that no one can answer that question today. No one. This is where we are. And they call that progress. In order to answer that question, we must go to another hadith. And now listen carefully to this. The Prophet, Allah's blessings be upon him, is speaking about exchanges of the same thing. That was dates for dates. And this was camel for camel. So he's saying gold for gold. When an exchange is gold for gold, or silver for silver, or wheat for wheat, or barley for barley, or dates for dates. This one, dates for dates, or salt for salt. It must be equal for equal, and hand to hand. Other than that, it would be riba. Why would it be riba? We'll come to in a moment, inshaAllah. But there are 6 items mentioned here. 6. Abdullah Yusuf Ali, may Allah have mercy on his soul, didn't understand the subject at all. in his comments that he puts in his translation and commentary of the Quran. There are 6 things mentioned here. Gold and silver, which are precious metals. Wheat, barley, dates, and salt, which perhaps we might call commodities. But these are not just ordinary commodities. These are commodities which are basic to human consumption and which are available in plentiful supply in the market and which have a shelf life. They're not like mangoes. They live, you can survive for some time. These are the 6 things mentioned. Gold, silver, wheat, barley, dates, and salt. What is there that is common to all 6? You're lucky that I don't have the time to question you. What is common to all 6 is, number 1, that they were all used as money in the market in Medina at some time or the other. Gold and silver was money, normal money in everyday use. But when there was a shortage of gold and silver in the market in Medina, what would they use as money? Dates. Because dates were in plentiful supply. It was a basic item of consumption, and it had a shelf life. The second thing that is common to all 6 is that the value of the money in every instance, the value was not outside the money, arbitrarily assigned by anyone who could increase it or decrease it or take it out completely and leave you with paper which uses wallpaper. No. In every instance, the value of the money was inside the money. In other words, the money had intrinsic value. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Sunnah money. I leave behind me 2 things. So long as you hold on to them, you will never go astray. The Book of Allah and my Sunnah. And here is the Sunnah. Sunnah money. But nobody teaches this subject. What is Sunnah money? Precious metals, or when precious metals are in short supply, commodities which are in plentiful supply, which are basic to consumption, and which have a shelf life. What is Sunnah money? Money which has intrinsic value. The value of the money is in the money. Is this money also in the Quran? I wonder. Let's take a look, shall we? You worried now, eh? Surah to Ali Imran, the 3rd surah of the Quran. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about the disgusting behavior of the Ahlul Kitab to whom the Torah was revealed. Today they call the Jews. Allah is speaking, not Imran Hosein. Allah is speaking. What does he say? وَمِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ, and amongst the Ahlul Kitab, مَنْ إِنْ تَأْمَنْهُ بِقِنْطَارٍ يُؤَدِّهِ إِلَيْكَ. There are those who, if you were to entrust him with a qintar, 1,200 dinars, a dinar, a gold coin, 1 ounce of gold. If you were to entrust him with a qintar, a treasure, breads, you could keep this for me. Coming back in a few months' time, you could keep it for me. When you return and you want it back, you addihi ilayk, he'll return it to you, no problem. But Allah goes on to say, وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ إِنْ تَأْمَنْهُ بِدِينَارٍ لَا يُؤَدِّهِ إِلَيْكَ. But amongst them there are those who, if you were to entrust him with 1 dinar,